Fashoda Media TV, breaking news. Broadcast date, August 26, 2025. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Fashoda Media TV, your trusted source for the latest news across South Sudan and beyond. Here are tonight's top stories. Headlines. Renewed tensions in Upper Nile as SPLM-IO forces mobilize near Malakal. Uganda-South Sudan border dispute escalates amid reports of encroachment. Governor James Koang Chuol raises alarm over refugee influx from Sudan. Pigi County welcomes new SPLM-IO Commissioner Governor James Koang Chuol. Former Security Chief General Khamis Abdel-Latif urges President Kiir to replace Dr. Riek Machar. SPLA-IO Commander General John Turek Corps makes a surprise visit to Gezira. Makal County Commissioner accused of assaulting a community committee member. Now let's begin with our top story. Story 1, Upper Nile tensions. Renewed tensions are gripping Upper Nile State tonight as reports emerge that SPLM-IO forces, loyal to Dr. Riek Machar, are mobilizing to confront government troops stationed in the Dolib area. According to credible sources, SPLM-IO's Deputy Chairman Hunjur Oyet Nathaniel has instructed his forces to intensify pressure, sparking fears of an advance toward Malakal, one of South Sudan's most strategic urban centers. Humanitarian agencies warn that renewed fighting could displace thousands, while civil society groups and church leaders are urging both parties to return to dialogue to protect the fragile peace agreement. Story 2. Uganda border dispute. Tensions are escalating along the Uganda-South Sudan border. Fresh reports indicate that Ugandan forces have allegedly encroached deep into South Sudanese territory. Local leaders accuse Uganda of shifting boundary markers and occupying strategic farmlands and grazing areas. Citizens are demanding urgent government action, while officials in Juba are considering diplomatic and legal measures to safeguard South Sudan's territorial integrity. Story 3. Humanitarian crisis. In Juba, Governor James Koang Chuol of Upper Nile State has raised alarm over the growing humanitarian crisis caused by an influx of returnees and refugees fleeing the ongoing conflict in Sudan. The governor made these remarks during a briefing with senior presidential envoy Honorable Adut Salva Kiir, calling for urgent aid and better access to essential services. Envoy Adut reassured residents that Malakal and other affected areas will remain top priorities under the government's special humanitarian programs. Story 4. Pigi County Commissioner. In Pigi County, Jonglei State, newly appointed SPLM-IO Commissioner Governor James Koang Chuol has officially assumed office. In his first meeting with local chiefs, youth leaders, and PIAM administrators, he called for peace, unity, and development. Residents expressed renewed hope in his leadership and pledged full support for his administration. Story 5. Kiir urged to replace Machar. Former Security Chief General Khamis Abdel-Latif is calling on President Salva Kiir to replace First Vice President Dr. Riek Machar with SPLM-IO breakaway leader Stephen Parkwall. General Khamis cites growing splits within SPLM-IO and alleged cooperation between Machar's deputy Oyet Nathaniel and the rebel NAS forces led by General Thomas Cirillo. However, civil society activist Edmund Yakani warns that undermining Machar's legitimacy could destabilize the revitalized peace agreement and plunge the country back into political chaos. Story 6. General John Turek Corps in Unity State. Tensions are also high in Unity State after SPLIO's powerful 4th Division, Commander Major General John Turek Corps made a surprise visit to Gezira, across the river from Tong, his division's headquarters. While residents feared potential clashes, sources close to the general confirmed that his visit was peaceful, focusing on promoting unity and civilian protection. Authorities are monitoring the situation closely as both government and SPLA-IO forces remain on high alert. Story 7. Makal County Commissioner assault allegation. In Makal County, tensions are rising after allegations that the county commissioner assaulted a member of a community committee investigating plans to rent out the Makal County Coordination Office in Malakal City. Community leaders are demanding urgent intervention from Governor James Koang Chuol and President Salva Kiir, warning that failure to act could destabilize Malakal and surrounding areas. Closing. And that brings us to the end of this breaking news update. Fashoda Media TV will continue to monitor developments across Upper Nile, Unity, Jonglei, and our national borders. For live updates, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and at FashodaMediaTV.com.